Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned into you are ladies and gentlemen, Raw City Underground.
I just want to set the record straight. This is the reason why I'm still around. These people right now, fever.
Job in this game. If you come into this game, you gotta leave something behind. You gotta bring something to the table and leave it behind when you're gone. You know, create a legacy.
What's up, Ness?
What's going on, fellas?
Thanks for joining us, man.
Yo, thanks for being on the
Good
show,
to be
bro.
back in the desert.
Yo, how many years have you been B-boy, man? Can you give us some like MZK history?
As far as MZK or me?
How many years have you been B-boy?
I started breaking in 82. Started getting it right around 83. You know, so quit 86. Didn't do it again till 1994. They dragged me out, took me to a Rocksteady anniversary. It was raining. I was like, niggas are still doing this. I got down. I seen niggas do Up Boys movie. Shit, I'll never forget that. That's what made me go out. And then after that, I got put on to that. There was like a Rocksteady anniversary, Zulu anniversary. I would only just like break once or twice a year. I didn't know there was like this big scene until '98. I got put on. That's when I came back quite quick.
What made you come back in '98? I mean, obviously you didn't really leave completely, but '98 was that catalyst year for you to jump back in the scene. What made that come about?
I saw it was missing. That's what I always look for. I always look for what's missing and try to fill that in. At that time, I thought the aggression, the heat, the fire, the battles wasn't there. A lot of battles, the majority of the battles look like practice. You understand? And I was like, that is missing. If I could bring that back, you know, feeding off of Hockey Rockers, some of my first teachers, they were like really hardcore gangs, so all up in your face. They battled, but they really wanted to beat your ass by the end of that battle. Chances are they did. You know?
It was gonna be a fight, yeah.
Yeah, it was a few times Hockey Rockers battled and there wasn't a fight. And there was really hardcore aggressive, and I'm like, that's what's missing. That kill or be killed mentality, you know what I mean? It's war. It's not fun games. So I was like, I think I could bring that back and stand out. Cats hated me for it. I was too aggressive. I was an asshole, whatever. But it's the move now to pop out your chest and get in people's faces and gangsters. So it's all good. I guess, you know what I mean? It's all good, I guess. It's hypocrisy, but I'm glad it happened because that's what I felt missing. That rawness, I want to kill this dude. I gotta smoke him. Nah, I want to win this contest. You know what I mean?
Yes.
For real, man. And like what brings out your aggression in b-boying, and how does that reflect off your style?
I'm always been like really aggressive even when I talk. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that left bad taste in people's mouth. It's just, this is the way I talk. I'm really aggressive. I don't come from a well-versed area. You know what I mean? And just that alone, I think, turned off a lot of people. But I just felt that there was a lot of stuff that wasn't being said. Or it was being said, but it wasn't being said in a broader, you know, network. Because there was cats out there teaching history before me. You know, Wiggles is the one that inspired me to do it. Fable, Track 2, all them cats was doing it, but I just really understood the internet. You know what I mean? I just exploited what I knew and what I've learned from them, and I thought that was needed too. You know? A lot of cats were saying, "Oh, that ain't real b-boy. You ain't b-boy, that's a breakdancer." You know what I'm saying? Or he ain't a b-boy, he's circus. And I thought that was what was missing at that time. I'm like, everybody's dissing. How about somebody come like flip the script? You know what I mean? On some Bruce Lee shit. Let's show beauty the culture.
Yeah.
Like, so you know what? I'm gonna just start showing people this. You know. But that's really what made me come back. Then I saw a spot that I could fill. You know, I said, man, I like to battle. That's really what brought me back. The chance to battle. I wasn't trying to do shows or nothing like that. But as soon as I found out there was events in 98, I went to events and contests. I want to do this.
I'm back in it.
I get it, you know what I mean? And I immediately recognized the course that judging was going and criteria, and I was like, I get this. It's a chess game. You know?
Competition.
Yeah, it's a chess game. I'm not being rah-rah. It's no beef or nothing. It's just plucked out a hat. So I approached it like a chess game. I just got it. And then started teaching, and that's when I was like, this is what I want to do. I used to always want to be like the illest battler. You know what I mean? Like the old guy, the oldest cat still entering battles. For a while, I was the second oldest male competitor. You know, for a long time. Crazy from Switzerland was the oldest, still entering battles. For me, I was competing with Crazy from Switzerland. You know what I'm saying? But then when I started teaching, I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm not supposed to be that dude.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be this dude. So,
pass it down, basically.
right.
All that knowledge you got from the Bronx, from New York City Breakers, I mean, just all the way through your whole life.
Rock
I mean,
steady,
that has to
happy
be
rock is...
passed on.
Yeah. I learned from everybody, even today. I learned from young cats. I got footage of Frankie Flav, Ruen's brother, teaching me moves in Taiwan, and Keys. I'm just throwing those names out. There's a few more. I was trying to do this back in I think it was like 2008 or 2007. I started compiling that footage because I was like, I'm gonna flip the script. I'm just gonna, instead of trying to teach everybody, I'm gonna just do a video like, man, young cats teaching me stuff. But then that started getting deep too, you know, learning. So now it's like, now I'm learning from these old cats as much as I could and passing that on, but I can still rock and battle because I'm learning from these young cats, and that's what kept my competitive. Once I stopped being competitive, I was like, didn't feel like dancing.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's always been about the battle.
So Ness, we got one more question for you, and this is it's kind of a deep question. It's the whole Afrika Bambatta situation and MZK, where you guys stand now. I know you guys had a big year, a lot of stuff went on. You guys kind of stepped away from Zulu. If you could shine a little bit of light on that.
Well, technically, Mighty Zulu Kingz, MZK lifestyle. That's mine. Because of advice from members of Zulu Nation and seeing the direction that Zulu Nation was going at a certain time when somebody that should not have been leadership position was a leadership position, I made sure I secured that name. This is my crew. We've done a lot for that name. Right. So I made sure I secured that. At the end of the day, we are one. There's a lot of brothers in MZK that still rep Zulu. I still rep Zulu. I never once said I quit Zulu.
Sure.
I don't quit Zulu. I am Zulu.
You are Zulu.
You know what I'm saying? I don't quit Zulu. But the crew, we have to separate ourselves from this because we are on a totally different mission. And this had nothing to do with Bambaataa. Everybody thinks it has something to do with Bambaataa. It just so happened that popped up.
Right.
But Zulu Nation himself is telling me. Bambaataa has sat there like a judge, you know, court many times. Mighty Zulu King's worst enemy was Zulu Nation. You know what I mean? So this was something that was coming a long time ago. I was the one holding on to Zulu Nation. I'm like, who are these cats?
Yeah.
I never heard of them. You know what I'm saying? This is mine. They used to be like, well, if you feel like that, why don't you just quit? I'm like, no, man, I don't quit. This is me. This is who I am. You quit. This is my house. You get out. Wipe your feet before you come.
That's right.
You know, I always wanted to, cause that was ours. You know what I'm saying? Not this greedy person. You know? Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. You know? So we've been seeing that. You know? One time I was gonna get so rah-rah, I had to resign as president. Put somebody else as a president so I could do what I wanted to do. Because what I was going to do, I could have gotten my ass kicked out of Zulu Nation, banned forever.
Yeah.
You know? But at least I got a press. You know, it's still there. It's still holding. Right. So, you know, things like that. So this was coming long time. Actually, we were slowly coming back to Zulu Nation. Because the leadership changed. I seen good things happen. We were starting to adapt to it. We was just having problems with other chapters, rightfully so. They claim that I was trying to separate my crew from the rest of Zulu Nation. I was like, no, my crew is exclusive. There's a difference. They used to get mad at me because I would filter lessons, but they didn't understand that I also had the first international chapter. So it wasn't like all cats from the same neighborhood who had the same type of mentality. I got cats from different religions. You know, I got, you know, Buddhists, I got Christians, I got Muslims, I got all religions and all political beliefs and MZK. So any lessons that downplayed any religion and boosted another one, I would not give that. I would give the regular, all the other lessons, stuff that we need to know, history, culture, you know what I'm saying, law, hygiene, fitness, those things we need to know. All this other stuff you feeding, I can't give that to these guys because I have multicultural. We all feel different. You know what I'm saying? So, and just me, myself, I see a lot of things on that. I go, it's garbage. You know, I find so many loopholes in it. But a lot of people help contribute.
Sure.
You know, and they didn't do nothing bad. They try to do their part. However, you can't make a pot of gumbo when it comes to knowledge. You can't diss something one day and behave like it the next day. You can't say you're anti-political and then have a hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? That's not voted on and things of that nature. Like the leaders of the World Council was getting picked and chosen and changed like every other month for a while, and it's like we don't even vote, we don't even choose. And people used to get mad at me from other chapters. They'd be like, "Oh, but the World Council said." Who voted for the World Council? Who put them there? Who? Bambatta? No, Bambatta don't do nothing with Zulu Nation anymore. Bambatta's living his life. He has publicly said that. Zulu Nation is his own entity. Who put those people there? Who voted them in? Did you vote? I didn't vote. That's not my president. You know what I'm saying? That's not, I don't follow that. I don't believe in that. They raised me a certain way, and then when it got to a point where Bam and Lucky Strike and key figures was gone, wasn't in the mix no more, it was like everything that was starting to happen was against what I was already taught. You know, and luckily for me, I read my shit. I studied my lesson. I was always on point with my rules and regulations. That's how come every time they came, I shut them down. They try to come at me one angle, they shut me down. They try to take MZK from me. I did not let that happen because they didn't see this elite B-boy squad that's making noise that they could be proud of. They saw 200 cats at $35 a head. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the whole separating from Zulu Nation, that was going to happen eventually. The Bambatta thing was just coincidental, right around that time. This is not gonna look good. We shouldn't do this, but the crew was already even worse. You know, we got pastors in my crew. You know, they're like, no, we got to. And we do the whole anti-child abuse thing.
Yeah.
I do the whole support your local ghetto thing.
That's right.
For the orphans And so, in a situation like that, for the brand, we had to separate that away from that. But there's a lot of us. I'm Zulu for life.
That's right.
You know, and as far as Bambaataa, I've never ever seen anything like that. I've been told yes, recently, because I started questioning people like, I ain't never seen Bambaataa around young people ever, because I doubted it. You know, I still find loopholes in those stories. I'm getting on some metaphysical shit now. But I was getting annoyed because it can't always be diplomatic.
Right.
You know, it took a long time because I'm even harsher on MZK. If y'all think I've blasted, I've said some stuff to my own brothers that's hurt me. But it's old school. Like when you messed up when you was a young kid, your parents didn't take you into a bathroom and speak to you privately. You know what I mean? They beat your ass in front of the brothers and the sisters, and they looked at them and they said, this is what happens if you do this, and it never gets done again.
That's it.
You understand? So I'm like that even with MZK. I've had a lot of beef with a lot of guys in MZK, and I put them on blast privately amongst us, and people are like, oh, but now they're starting to get me. Because the end justifies the means.
That's right.
The realest cats in MZK, I've had beef with them. They're the realest cats in MZK because they still MZK. The guys that was there, you either down for the cause or be cause. You know?
That's right.
So if you have beef with me and you leave the whole family, you down be cause. You wasn't for the cause. That's why I love Floor Phantom. One time I was arguing with Floor Phantom, and around the time when I was going through a lot of stuff, divorce, court, things of that nature. I was just finding out my hips was messed up. I didn't know about. I was angry, and somebody did something. We got into an argument. Me and Floor Phantom. It was Floor Phantom. We got into an argument, and he said, "You know what?" And around that time, people was leaving. They was breaking out because I was just pulling everybody's card. I was like, you know what? I'd rather walk with 4 quarters than 100 pennies. And I started questioning everything and everybody, and little by little, people was moving away. But cats like Floor Phantom was the first one. I was like, well, F you, nigga. You don't deserve to run this crew. I'm coming to your house right now. I'm taking your patches.
Damn.
That's the difference between crew and cats that's just being around. You understand what I'm saying? You either down for the cause or you down be cause. You know what I mean? We can't call each other brothers and sisters and then break them off because you have an argument with one.
Right.
That don't make
Doesn't
sense.
make sense.
And if you have argument with one, you could come to blows. Y'all still cool. K-Mel is like my brother. Me and K-Mel have had fist fights. In a little room like this, in my room. Boom, boom, boom. Fist fights.
Bruh, that's crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? Eventually we get up off each other. 2 minutes later, he come in the room, give me blood. Brothers fight.
Yeah.
You understand what
Brothers
I'm saying?
fight, absolutely.
Brothers fight, exactly. So, even with MZK, we cleaned house. And we was trying to just get rid of everything that we did not need, and that was Zulu Nation drama. You know? And a lot of people, like, I traveled recently to South America, and I ran into the choppers from Peru and Argentina and stuff like that, and they're like stuck, like they don't know what you're doing. They're like, we want to ask you for advice. I said, keep doing what you're doing. You didn't do this for Bambaataa. You did this for the culture, the heart. Okay, then that's not him. You keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
In fact, keep doing what you're doing and stop paying them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? If we really doing this for the culture, then unless they giving us something worthwhile, we shouldn't be giving money. That's the way I feel. That's the way I've always felt. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me. Teach me.
Teach me how to hustle, man.
You talking about knowledge is the 5th element. Okay, knowledge me how to make some money.
Give a man a fish, he eats once. Show him how to fish, he eats forever.
Exactly.
And hopefully teaches other people how to fish. You know?
Right.
Thanks for clearing that up, man.
Man, we just got one of the deepest interviews from my man Alien Ness. Yo, it was a pleasure having you on the show, bro. Yo, thank you for everything you have
And
done.
thank you for that, because like ever since that happened, people kind of like shy away from it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I get it. I was closer to that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? He's helped me a lot. I wouldn't be Alien Ness. He didn't help me.
He gave you your name, right?
Yeah, he gave my name. He's helped me make money, so I wasn't out there selling drugs and go back to jail. You know, I'm not an MC. Write a song, just write poetry. Pay you for it. You don't gotta do that. Come on tour, carry records. You got talent. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. So I'm not gonna turn my back on that.
Yeah.
You know, and he's always been real with me. And the person I know is not that person that they betrayed. I'm just being real.
Right.
You know? I mean, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled is making the world believe he didn't exist, right? So anything is possible. But what I'm trying to say is that, what does that got to do with us? Got nothing to do with MGK. He don't book us, and he don't wear my patch.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. He's him, I'm me. That got nothing to do with it.
Where can they find you online and social media?
I got a snitchbook page, facebook.com/Ness4MZK. It's the N-word on Twitter and Ness4 on IG.
Nice. Well, everybody be sure to check him out and all the new projects coming out and everything he's doing, man. Keep supporting the culture, keep supporting the movement. Peace.
Raw City Underground. Peace.
Peace. Ghetto.
Yo, you just tuned into Raw City Underground. This is your host, Ronnie Ruen, your host, Quali-D in the building.
What up, y'all?
Yo, we got DJ Technicolor in the building, man. What's up, bro?
What's good?
Yo, it's good to have you on the show. We just wanted to ask you some questions, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You're a dope-ass DJ up in Vegas. We just definitely wanted to give you some recognition.
Oh, thanks.
Because we've been seeing that you definitely been putting in a lot of work out here, man.
Yeah.
And how long have you been DJing?
I've been at it for about 9 years. I actually started off doing some B-Boy battles. When I lived with B-Boy Ronnie, not this Ronnie, the other Ronnie, he got me DJing some of the Full Force jams. And as a member of Knucklehead Zoo, I DJed a lot of the Knucklehead Zoo events back in the day. And just kind of worked my way on from doing that to small parties to like getting into the nightclubs and becoming kind of a tastemaker in the Vegas scene.
And what inspired you to do it?
I've always liked music, as cliche as that sounds, so I just started getting records, digging for vinyl, and just kind of enjoyed the process of like finding new records, going to Amoeba Records in LA, spending my paycheck, coming back.
Dope.
I mean, it's funny, it's like, even myself, I started as a DJ, and that was like, I remember all of my checks basically going to records, being in record pools, and, you know, just getting it from there.
It just sucks moving now that you're just like, ugh, I gotta move all your crates. It's like every time you move a house, you're like, I got like 10 crates of records I gotta move. Right?
Once you're there, though, you know, you set it up, it's like a
looks,
wall of beauty. You know,
it looks real nice, right? Yeah,
exactly.
For sure.
So who are your inspirations?
As DJs, I've always been a big 8-track fan, like Jazzy Jeff.
Fresh.
When it comes to production, DJ Shadow, like introducing a Private Press.
That's one of my favorite DJs too, man.
Definitely some dope stuff. Cut Chemist. Those are like the DJs. Like there's producers I like too, but when it comes to DJs, those are the dudes.
And how do they reflect off you, like just as far as your style?
They're a lot better turntablists than me for sure, but like just having that dope selection, just having the ear. Like the most important thing is what record comes next and making it dope.
Of course. And
having like some style to it. So I like to play different songs, kind of educate the listener, which is kind of hard out here sometimes with, you know, having to play the top 40 joints, but sometimes you can sneak some education in there and, you know, surprise people.
Yeah.
All right. So, as far as that's concerned, you mentioned on DJs like Jazzy Jeff, like, yo, it's a trip, you know, a lot of people don't know, they think of Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, they don't realize that he came from from being a battle DJ to like definitely being a tastemaker in the whole scene to just being able to rocking clubs for decades. So if anyone can survive like that, like that's dope. So it's dope that you look to somebody like that.
I remember I saw him actually play at Insert Coins. It's the first time I saw somebody do like tone play live. I was like, dang man, I suck. I'm like, damn, I suck. He was just like that great, and he was super clean, like just clean, like everything was on point. And he's just having fun with it. I was like, whoa. I was amazed. Oh, actually, I just met Mixmaster Mike recently. He came to the Jabbawockeez show.
Mike is crazy. Super
nice guy. He was super cool. Him and Yoga have been coming to the show lately. Really talented DJs. Especially that Bay Area has some legends.
So you're the company manager of Jabbawockeez, am I correct?
Yes, sir. At the Jreamz show, yes.
Wow, and how's that going? How's everything going out there?
I love it. It's been, I went from stage manager, production manager to company manager. It's kind of a different set of skills, having to manage people who are your friends, which is the hardest part, trying to like manage the cast of people who are your good friends. And it's like, that's a little bit difficult in itself. And applying rules, and people are just like, I'm just a dancer. Like, it's like, nah, bro, you gotta be on time to work. Just stuff like that. But I work with great people, talented people, and Jabba gave me a lot of great opportunities, and I appreciate them for that. And show's going good.
So you grew up with like a lot of the cast though, right?
Yeah, I grew up. Yeah, with Super Crew. Like, I was probably friends with them first because I live with Ronnie. Then knew like Benamar and like Do Nuts and like the Full Force Knucklehead Zoo people. Yeah. Then I got on with Jabba as an intern. Like I was like working in the wardrobe, like folding jackets. Then like I kind of worked my way up, started doing production. Then just got kind of closer with the guys as time went on. And they're aware that I went to film school and do screenwriting, so they sometimes like work some projects on them, which is cool.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So what clubs do you DJ at the moment?
Right now I've been playing with Tao Group a lot. So Tao, played Lavo. I'm with Cosmopolitan. It's a place called Bond. The Delano, it's kind of like a tastemaker gig where it's more like tastemaker music in the Delano Tower at Mandalay Bay. Then I've played most of the nightclubs in town. It's kind of nice to get away from the nightclubs and just be able to play music you really want to play.
Of course, and that was a question that I was going to ask you as far as when you're at a club. Like say if you're at a Tao club, as far as like when you mix do you mix hip hop, or do they ask you to mix a certain kind of music?
They have like a format they want you to adhere to. Like at certain times of the night they want to hear like Brooklyn Clan edits. Cool. Then hip hop. Then they want to work your way up to like EDM, like 128 BPM. So they kind of have like a format of like an up and down. You don't want to stay at a BPM or a genre too long because the listeners get bored. So it's definitely a club format when it comes to DJing, which isn't as fun to me because you don't have as much freedom. I'd rather have a group of people who want to hear different music, hear new music, and just hear some. I like playing 90s. That's my favorite genre to play, is just classics like 90s, New Jack. All that stuff's just fun. I want to have fun. So
that's fresh.
So Bond's an interesting place because it's like you have the opportunity to just catch someone when they're walking by. So I think that's one of the funnest gigs to be at, because Cosmo sits here right when you come in. All of a sudden you just get drawn, like you get drawn in. So.
And they give me musical freedom. Like I can play whatever I want there as long as it works with the crowd. And that's actually one of my favorite places to play, because you kind of just have freedom to enjoy yourself and have fun, and not feel like, I got to put on the new Ariana Grande song. Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, so how can we follow you on Instagram?
It's just on all social media. It's just DJ Technicolor.
And Facebook? You have more?
Yeah, I got a
Twitter?
Facebook page. I don't usually use Twitter that much.
Okay.
More Instagram, more Facebook. But I prefer in-person interaction, so you could like come at me in real life and ask me questions.
I'm more like that too.
I feel you. It's just
social media, man.
I know.
Old school. It's like, yo.
Yeah, I don't want to think of like a caption. It's like,
word of mouth.
Just say what's up.
Yo, so what does hip hop mean to you right now at this stage?
Like where hip hop is at nowadays?
Like, what does it mean to you?
It's definitely a form of expression, and a lot of people use different, elements of hip hop to express themselves. And I know just DJing and music's always been something I like to express myself with. Just playing different songs, making hip hop mixes that reflect how I feel at the time, and just playing music for people to sing the words to. That's like the best part, when you play a song, you drop the volume, everybody sings along. It's like the most fun part about DJing. And hip hop's like the genre you can do that with most.
Because you're grabbing them inside. And
Yeah,
making them feel what
like
you're
one of my
doing.
favorite gigs I ever did was I got to open for Afrika Bambatta at Brooklyn Bowl.
Ooh, that's right.
And the crowd was like, they know what's up.
Yeah.
So I got to play all the neo soul joints, the hip hop joints, and everybody knew every word. And like, it was dope, super fun.
So you opened up for Afrika Bambatta.
Yeah, she was.
Have you ever opened up for any other celebrities?
I opened up for her. I did Bone Thugs and Harmony
Ooh, that's dope.
at Brooklyn Bowl. Also, I did Ludacris and Juicy J at One Oak randomly. And I did Die Antwoord at Cosmo and Mike Snow also. So I like playing. I actually like opening for artists. It's probably one of my favorite things.
And I've seen that you opened up for Jay-Z tour.
I did a private. It's like this VIP private party, like inside the concert. So it was dope because like it was like a lot of the people that spent thousands of dollars on tickets, and it was funny because when I was DJing, Timberland actually accidentally walked in the room because he was looking for somewhere else, and I didn't even know that. Then the Live Nation lady was like, "Hey, Timberland just gave you props. He said like you're dope." I was like, "What?" I didn't know he was in the room. I would have been like, he's one of my favorite producers. Timberland's tight, so it was just like it was
Shout out to
crazy.
Tim.
Get that kind of love from Timberland, and I didn't know he was in there. I'm kind of glad I didn't. I would have been like messing up probably. You know, getting
Hey,
nervous.
man, we all get nervous, bro. That's how it goes, you know what I'm saying?
Why you over my shoulder?
But,
you know?
Yo, that's, I mean, when we meet, you know what I'm saying? Like, hip hop artists that have been putting in a lot of work,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to be like, oh, yeah, what's up, man? Like,
Yeah,
it's
like-
literally hard to just keep that ground. So, I
Yeah.
mean, hey, to be a fan, it's always amazing, man.
Yeah, it's
For
cool.
real.
Yeah, and most people I've met in the industry that are doing things are actually really cool and down to earth.
Yeah, that's dope.
Exactly. So as far as being a DJ, man, I mean, what really drew you into the DJ culture? I know you mentioned Jazzy Jeff, and you mentioned all these people, but what made you really want to be a DJ? Like, you know?
I just like expressing myself playing different songs, and showing people like, oh, this song's dope. Listen to this song. Watch how this one mixed with this. I like seeing people's reactions when you play certain songs.
Exactly.
Like my favorite reaction is like, oh, I haven't heard that in a minute.
Yeah.
Like that's the one like, oh.
But yeah, but that's for me. Like that's a big thing. I think the DJ, it basically you allow. You translate emotion like out into into the whole crowd. Like, and it's a huge thing, man, to be able to do that. Nowadays, I wish more people would follow the actual DJ instead of following the club. So like, if everybody out there, DJ Technicolor, check him out. Don't only follow him on Instagram. If you're in Vegas, follow the DJ. Like, check in on him, see what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? If you hear that he's at this club, go check him out at the club. Don't just download the SoundCloud. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate that. Yeah.
that's what's up, man.
For sure. I just even like talking to people about music. Like, I'll make people a playlist. It's like, oh, you want to hear some of this? Like, here, peep this. You check this out. Listen to this. Like, I like sharing music with people too. I don't like hog it. Like, nah, you can't have any of my songs. Like, hey, just
Ultimate
peep it.
tastemaker, that's
Just
what's
listen.
It's always about being diverse.
Yeah, all the DJs are like, nah, you can't have my edits. They do that hide mode and can't see what I'm playing.
Because you're always gonna find something new to create.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like in your mind state, and which is hip hop.
You just want to share. It's just like it's not about hiding. It's just about sharing. Kind of just like
'Cause that's
just
what hip
vibing
hop-
out. Like it's
yeah.
like a cipher. You can
That's what
cipher
it's
with
all
music
about.
too.
There it is.
That's fresh, man. And I see that you do like screening. Like I seen that you create a lot of different like collages and stuff for like the Jabbawockeez show. How did you come up like doing that?
Just working with the guys. I like ideas. Like when I went to school, like screenwriting, I always like thinking of ideas. So I'll find, talk to the guys about something. Like the guys are geniuses with ideas. They always have great ideas, but sometimes you need somebody who knows story structure to like take those ideas. Like, all right, let's put this here in Act 1. Let's do this and do this. So I've been working with the guys a little more on writing, and hopefully I get to work with them on some projects that come out soon. So they're busy guys. So hopefully some cool stuff happens.
Yeah, man. And I see that you also do a lot of like different work with like Brian Inez. You guys are always doing like little shoots. You guys did a shoot on Do Not for
that
like
was-
a Michael Jackson tribute.
Yeah.
How was
fun.
that experience?
That was cool. Like John's a very talented guy. Like Dunoc's very talented. He's a good actor. He's a great dancer. Brian's great cinematographer. So it was cool. That's actually the first project I worked with them on. It was cool.
Really?
It was a good
It
time.
came out good, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
watching
dope.
it, I was like, whoa, that was fresh.
Yeah. It was John's idea. He just came to me and was like, hey, what do you think about this? Like I take ideas and kind of like help put it into story structure so it makes sense.
Well, I mean, that was kind of our main project of creating Raw City Underground.
Yeah.
I mean, we just wanted to put all of our passion into one thing. And all respect, you know what I'm saying? It's really dope to understand that from you and kind of get your knowledge of how you see things and how you like to create.
Yeah, I think it's dope. Like, creativity is the best thing you can do. It's just creating something new and just
But
share
where
with
do
people.
you get it?
I go to coffee shops and just like nerd out on headphones. It's like,
Okay.
oh, it's a good idea. I can screenwrite, and I listen to music a lot, and that will give me like a feeling like, okay, this song makes me feel like this, so I'm gonna write this. So music always drives my feelings. So like I can change my mood by a song I play. So like when I hear a song, put myself in the mind frame of, all right, this is how this song makes me feel. I'm gonna write about it. Or I want to get hyped and put this song on. You know, it's just like that. So it always kind of drives my feelings. Music.
That you get in your little.
I get in my little
cave.
nerd zone. I go to Samba Latte. I put my headphones on and just like.
So that's the way DJ Technicolor does it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the coffee shop.
Yeah.
It's tight. I love it.
Well, man, dude, it was really great to even get questions from you and kind of get that knowledge. And bro, I really, really want to thank you for being on the show and answering our questions. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, peep out this guy, DJ Technicolor, Morgan, killing it, man, in the game. Raw City Underground. Yo, peace out, y'all.